guys, my name's Bella. So client, do these goals still align with what we previously talked about from our interview? Is this still like what you're kind of wanting to get from this program with us?
Yes, absolutely. I'm definitely wanting to focus on core strength and strength to definitely get to having more defined ab muscles, but really focusing on improving on strength and endurance, overall flexibility, because the core seems so central to
It really
all
is, yeah.
exercises that you need to do. So yeah, definitely focusing on endurance, strength, and then ideally just having the more defined abs as a result of that.
Okay, so this is kind of like your end result, but this is what you want to focus on
This
first?
is what I want to focus on first.
Okay,
yes.
that sounds good. Sounds
Yeah,
great.
that's perfect. Okay, so we've decided to take you through sit-ups and Russian twists because we feel that sit-ups and Russian twists both help increase abdominal strength and muscular endurance in that same field. They help a little bit with more defined abdominal muscles because they'll actually help them grow too, but mainly abdominal strength. Sit-ups work mainly your abs, so that will help with your abs, and then Russian twists work mainly your obliques, so that will help with the strength on the sides.
Okay.
Yep, so those two combined should reach you for your goals, and then we'll get a quick demo for you going real fast before we get into the real workout, so we'll head to that next.
Sounds great.
Hey everyone, my name's Bella and here's my client. Today we're going to be doing some core workouts, and our first workout of the day is going to be some sit-ups with 3 sets of 10 reps. So to get started, I'll have you lay on the floor, and then if you have any lower back pain, you can put your knees up at an angle, and then it's your choice. You can either cross your arms or put them behind your head, whatever's more comfortable for you. Okay, perfect. And then you're just going to engage your core, keep your spine nice and neutral, and you're just going to curl up and engage your core.
Okay.
Looks perfect. She's hitting the floor with her back. She's getting fully up. She's using her core for the most of her power. And yeah, she's looking great. Nice job. And then finish out those last reps. And then again, this exercise will be done for 3 sets with 10 reps each.
Hello, we're back. My name is Preston Kasavak, and today we're going to be doing Russian twists. For this, we're going to do 2 sets of 30 seconds. So for the Russian twist, can I have you lay down on the floor, please? And can I have you lift your feet, keep your knees bent, and lift your feet off the ground and cross your ankles? Yes, holding that just position's perfect. And you're going to take your hands, you're going to hold them together, and then for 30 seconds, you're going to go side to side, touching the floor on either side of your hip for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. She's keeping her body in the same plane of motion the whole time. Not too much crunching and stuff, so it's working more on the obliques and not just the center. She's keeping her feet equal distance from the ground and not moving them too far up and down either, so that's great. Got 5 seconds. 2, 1, stop. Good job.
So to wrap up our workouts today, our sit-ups went through the sagittal plane. They targeted the inner muscles of the abs, and then to increase the intensity of the sit-up workout, you can add weight or increase your reps and sets.
And for Russian twists, they take place in the transverse plane and work mainly the obliques. And then if you want, you can add weight like a medicine ball or a dumbbell, holding that in your hands to increase the intensity.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So with meeting with the coaches, they talked a lot about the importance of sit-ups and Russian twists in improving core strength and eventually developing visible core. So I was wondering if you could expand on the importance of those 2 exercises and what research suggests in how those 2 exercises actually help reach those goals.
Yeah, so the research that I found was an article called Science and Practice of Core Stability and Strength Testing, which basically talks about different exercises that are important in activating the key muscles in your abdominal area and your lower back. And if you can see this research here, it shows that these exercises actually can be divided into 2 main movements, such as flexion of the spine and flexion of the trunk. And these exercises are really important in significant everyday abilities such as transferring forces from one place to another, and such as dynamic lifts.
Okay.
So the Russian twist is the best stimulation for everyday dynamic patterns, as it significantly targets the trunk muscles in the range of motions of rotating from back to forth. However, the sit-ups are much more popular than the Russian twist, as they contribute to more endurance building in the core, and they kind of focus more on being able to perfect your posture better. And they also reduce the likelihood of back pain. So a strong core supports most of the movement that we do in everyday, such as bending, twisting, and lifting, and it's crucial for balance in everyday activities. Building your core strength with exercises like sit-ups and Russian twists can actually improve your overall fitness and being able to do everyday activities such as lifting heavy things, being able to reach in certain areas, and it actually can help perfect your posture in better scenarios. So
Thank you. That's really helpful because that gives me a better holistic perspective on how those exercises can get the goals that I'm wanting of like endurance and overall strength, but also that's a lot of other ones in just daily life that are really important to know. Thanks.